Hello everyone and welcome to part 2 of picnic videos, and today I am doing all the rest of the picnic, so I am making my scotch eggs, which is the fifth job. So for this I'll be using these Tesco Healthy Living Cumberland pork sausages. They are 1 cent each, and I have my eggs. I put them in cold water first and I bring it to the boil and I turn the heat down and I'll let them sit for like 7 or 8 minutes. I mean, it's pretty hard to like overcook an egg, but even if it is, I'm not really that bothered. So I've got 3 eggs in there and I'm going to do a sausage to an egg, I think that last time I did that it worked pretty good. So I will just be using one of these to 1 egg. So what I do is I just get the sausage and I just squeeze it out of the skin, like I just remove the skins. And I'll just do that with 3 of the sausages. This is just like such a good like hack of slow mold sausage and scotch eggs. So I've actually done 2 sausages per egg, so there are 6 sausages in here, just because it really didn't look like enough. Like last time I did it with my mum, so she's probably more wise than me. So to this I will add like minimal amounts of seasoning, but just salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic and a little bit of rosemary as well. So now I have this, I'm just going to mush it all up, mix it all nice and good for when my eggs are ready. So because this is a slimmer recipe, I'm not using breadcrumbs, I'm using smashed potato. And this would be classed as a bit of a tweak, but literally only using the tiniest amount. Like in this bowl there is only like a quarter of a bag of dry smash. So it's like not really worth getting your knickers and twist about. So what I'll do is, once I have my eggs done, and I'll wrap them up in the sausage, make sure they're all coated, and then I roll them around in this, and then I put them in the oven. This I have never done without doing mashed potato, and I'm not sure what it would be like. I don't think it would have that same like scotch egg quality, so I really like doing it with this. Of course, use breadcrumbs in it, or use it as your healthy day or whatever. I'm just cheating a bit actually. Also, the good thing about making this sausage meat mix earlier is that you can do it like the day before or whatever. So if you've got like a big picnic on and you like got loads of things, or if you're busy or whatever, and you just have it in the fridge and it'll keep for a little while, and then when you're ready to boil your eggs you can just use it then. My eggs have been cooking now on a very low heat for about 8 minutes. And now I'm just going to drain them and I'll fill the pan with cold water to stop the eggs from cooking, and it makes it a lot easier to peel in water. How I peel them is I've got them in cold water now, and I just like crack them like gently on the side, and then I'll just like peel from there. So it's really easy when you keep them in the water because you don't get like those sharp bits, because I know that like eggshell can be really sharp sometimes, whereas if you do it in water it's quite soft. So I don't know if you can see, but there's like this skin between the egg and the shell, like here. Do you see that? If you get like underneath that, the eggshell will just come off really easily, because that's just what it's attached to. Now my eggs are all nice and peeled. I'm going to wrap them in the sausage and then roll them in the smashed potato. So there's my scotch eggs, all wrapped and ready. You probably noticed that they are pretty big. I think it's just because like I have big eggs, I don't know. But obviously half them, or even quarter them as I might do, just so it makes it easier to share between everyone. So these will go in a 180 oven now for 20 minutes, which is just how long it takes for the sausage to cook, flipping halfway. So whilst they're in the oven, I'm just going to prepare my couscous. This is the Tesco Mediterranean style one that I got yesterday. It is 2 cents per whole packet, and I am making it in my measuring jug, and I will be making about 200 ml of water to a whole bag of couscous. So there's the couscous, and I will just give it a little bit of a mix around. I'm sure you all know how to make couscous, but this is how you make this one. Sometimes you have to boil them on the stove, but this one you just need a kettle. And then I will just get a tea towel and I will just cover it like that, just for just until I come back to it really. Like it's not gonna go weird if I leave it for ages. But it just basically needs to absorb all the water, and then you like fluff it up with a fork afterwards. So I've just checked on the scotch eggs and they are looking pretty spectacular. And this is what the couscous looks like. It has like this layer on top. Everything floats to the top, and I'll just fluff it up with my fork this and I'll give it a good old mix, and then I will transfer it to a tub. I have these lovely Tupperware tubs that my mum got me, and they are really nice. They're like microwave friendly and everything, and they can go in the dishwasher, and they're from Waitrose. And I have like little ones to match, like little flowery ones, and one of my cooler bags matches as well. But I just thought I'd show you because I appreciate nice Tupperware. I'll just leave that to cool now before I put the lid on and before I pack it away. This is the cooler bag I'm using. It's really big. It's from Primark. This was from a few years ago now, but I'm promising you they do cooler bags still because they've got loads of the summer stuff out at the minute. So it's just like a normal sort of rectangle cooler bag. It has like a big strap and then has like two little ones. It's got this like front pouch where I've just put like some cutlery, and I've got some napkins in there as well. Always like to be prepared for these things. And then in the bottom I'm just going to put all the naughty food that the girls are having. The warm food, well, it won't be warm when I put it in, but like all of the cooked food even will be on like this side, or will be on the top, just because that's what will go in last. So I've just popped them in that side. My couscous and scotch eggs will go here, and my grapes and things, all of this by the way will go in the fridge overnight, and then tomorrow I will be making the breakfast sandwiches like I mentioned yesterday, with the Wobbins thins and the soft delicious white bread baps that I've made for the girls. So if you can imagine, couscous, scotch eggs, and then sandwiches are going to go on top, and then it'll close. So I've just got the scotch eggs out of the oven. They are smelling absolutely divine. They're very hot obviously, so I'm just going to leave them for ages just to cool down. I don't want to like rush it and cut them up and anything, because if you leave them to cool, much easier to cut, because like obviously the sausage is not like hot and juicy. So yeah, I'll just leave things here. So the scotch eggs are cooled down and I've just cut them up into quarters. They are looking pretty spectacular. I've cut them into quarters, so that means it's half a sin a quarter, which is pretty good considering it's scotch egg. So yeah, normally I wouldn't have cut them up so small, but I'm supposed to be sharing, so you know. These are also a really good alternative for snacks in the fridge. Like I know a lot of people do the ham and peas pudding or whatever. This is a really good alternative to that as well. And if you went to add this mashed potato, it would be SP. So that's really good SP snack. So yeah, all good. I forgot to mention that because we have Emily, our vegetarian, I'm putting all the meats, like meat stuff, in my little cooler bag here that I was talking about that match my couscous pot. So in here is like, I've got my juice, grapes, cookies, chocolate, and I've put my pot of couscous there. But the scotch eggs are in here, and when we have our breakfast sandwiches, all of our meat eaters ones will be in here as well, and Emily's will be in here. Just keeps everything nice and separate, I suppose. It is going to be carried away there. I only live around the corner from the station, so it's good. I'm going to take like a big bag, like a bag for life, and I'm going to put both of these in. But what's good is on the way home, I won't have this to carry because we have hopefully eaten it all. So yeah, it's just what I wanted to show you. That's pretty much it on the whole picnic packing situation, because all I have now is my breakfast sandwiches, which I keep saying I'll do them in the morning. So just to recap, juice in the bottom, got cookies, Haribo's, crisps are going in the bag because I don't want them to get squished, and I've got far too much going on in here. Crisps, Haribo's, all sorts, and then scotch eggs in there. So yeah, and then they'll go in a big bag. I'll show you that in a minute with the crisps. So I have put all the picnic stuff in the bag for life. This is just an Aldi bag for life. Didn't use any, like it's not vital. So I've got the French fries, I've got the potatoes, I've got the 2 picnic bags. I'm going to take these back out and put them in the fridge, but I just thought I'd show you with them all in there. This is turned out to be quite an excessive project, but I know that everyone's going to appreciate it, and yeah, so got my slippers in there as well. So yeah, all done and all ready to go.